Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nuraini Ashikin binti Ahmad Rizal. My matric number is 2022787743. Today, I would like to give my review on the popular movie that I'm sure everyone has watching this movie, which called The Founder. For your information, this review is related to my subject OPM 549, which is the Operations Management. Let's start. Founder is released on 16 December 2016, directed by John Lee Hancock and written by Robert Seger. This movie is produced by Don Henfield, helps with Jeremy Renner and Aaron Ryder. The Founder is about Ray Kroc, a salesman. He meets the owner of McDonald's, which is a burger joint in Southern California. He realized the potential of the place and decided to make it the biggest restaurant business in the world. Next, we're gonna look on finding and analysis, which are how the company run the business related to the operations management and the effectiveness of implementing method or process. First thing first is the location strategy. So, how can this point related to the operations management? Okay, before Kroc came to participate in this business, there are two brothers work hard on their business, organize everything, managing the quality and inventory on their own, and design their layout. It describes the process company used to determine where their office and workers should be located. In this movie, from Arcadia to a country, Richard and Maurice moved their premise to a country which is San Bernardino, as they wanted to gain satisfactory access to the materials, customer, and so on. So, this proved that these two brothers believed that location often plays a significant role to their company profit. Therefore, by relocating premise, can expand the operations of any business. Next is layout strategy. Layout strategy focus on develop effective and efficient layout that will meet the firm's competitive requirement. As we can see in the movie, McDonald's brother gather their current employees at a tennis court. They draw the layout on the floor and let the staff to do the simulation of preparing operation and motions of food in the kitchen. McDonald's have designed and doing experiment on a plan for a new kitchen in order to provide the fastest delivery. At first, it looks terrible and messy, but they succeed to have a good and smooth layout. So, generally, good layout strategy may contribute a lot in business efficiency. We move to the third point, which is quality control. Quality control works as to ensure the quality of product is maintained and improved by each worker, or in this case called franchise. For example, in this movie I can see that Ray Kroc always observe and making sure the production in his franchise meet the quality standard. He applied the Richard Maurice process from the temperature for fries and slice of pickle in the hamburger. Kroc always be there to lead and check the workers doing their flow of work consistently. Hence, he also can make sure no damage or poor ended product received to the customer. Okay, after these two brothers moved to San Bernardino, their business were doing very well, but they realized that something went wrong in their driving model. They have some issues that may bring them to the end of their business. First issue is the customer issue, where their customer has been lessened because of the new method of operation. On the early stage of the new operation, which is the customer need to come inside and order through the counter. They were confused on how that will happen. Do we need to come out from the car just to order? So by doing this transformation, it gives a bad impact to the McDonald's hamburger. A lot of their customer may be shifting to other competitors that more easier. As to overcome this problem, they decide to do a grand opening to attract again the customer. McDonald's hamburger want to give their better service to their customer by perform the self-made system, or in more specific, it called Speedy system. This Speedy system works in the McDonald's hamburger because it was the fastest method to serve the customer compared to other fast food restaurants. This uniqueness that have in McDonald's hamburgers are called as competing in differentiation, where they comes out with the new structure that are more convenient and easier to the workers and customer. It provides the different experience to the customer that may help to the long growth of profit. Next issue is the common issue when doing business, which is the excessive expenditure commitment. This issue happen when have the unreasonable expense like exceed the exact amount for expenses. In this movie, Richard and Maurice realized that he was spending too much on unnecessary expenditure, like employing waiters that have to pay a huge payroll for their jobs, and also need them to spend money on the workers' uniform. Other than that, they need to spend more money on the plates that customers use for their meals, since they enjoy their meals in their car, so they maybe brings the plate home and sometimes they return with the broken pieces. To overcome this issue, Richard and Maurice decided to only hire cashier and the kitchen workers to cut the cost of expenditure. For the plates problem, they decide to change it into the paper packaging. In operations management, we have learned that all companies must have their operating expenses every day, like renting, facility supply, paying utilities, and maintenance. So, to control the operating expenses in the first strategy shows that they use the 3 phases in the project management, which are planning, control, and scheduling. In the first phase, McDonald's aim to give customer the high-speed service with the small quantity of staff and a good kitchen orientation layout. Second phase is controlling. When have all good planning, it is a must to control for make sure the assembly line works smoother. Richard and Maurice always observe and monitor the quality to determine which part need be replaced or terminated. The last phase is scheduling, where McDonald's assign their kitchen staff to the workspace with the working schedule where it relates on the quantity of orders that can be produced upon the completion time. For the sustainable production, they replace the plates into the paper packaging from the recycled and sustainable fiber. In relation to the operations management concept, the use of paper packaging not only contribute to the environment, but also to the customer and employees. This paper packaging was the eco-friendly disposable, where there are no harm to the environment. Not only will save the environment, paper packaging also can reduce costs because it's more cheaper than plastic bag. The last one is inappropriate franchise. Kroc needs to deal with the few franchises who operate carelessly. By seeing this, Kroc feels headache because they don't monitor their kitchen team and lacking of inspection process. It's hard for him to observe the maintenance of product quality. As operation manager, he has a big responsibility, which is to make sure all the franchise operation going smoothly with the operation standard. So it's very important to monitor the workers to the new implemented operations process. To have a successful business operation manager need to always perform a prompt inspection at the workplace to make sure the outcome meet the customer satisfaction. Now I will point out 10 operations management critical decisions that found in the movie. First is design of goods and services. Second one is managing quality and statistical. Next is layout strategy. Fourth is process and capacity strategies. Human resource job design and work measurement. Location strategy. Next is supply chain management. To end my review today, I would like to recommend Ray Kroc to honor stakeholders' commitment to make sure this McDonald's business still relevant until now. This means business effort in their stakeholders by complying with the regulatory compliance. Also, have to make a promise to the stakeholders in providing goods and service or quality products. This will help to the business be more stable, reputation and confident with the act of integrity. To conclude all of this, The Founder movie is a good movie to watch for gain knowledge about the business, especially for those who want to be the entrepreneur soon, because you can get a lot of tips on how to build the business company. I'm also recommend all of you not only for the business information, but this movie also include the friendship value that I confirm will worth your time. That's all from me today. I hope you are clear and have fun with my review. Thank you for watching. Assalamualaikum.